Thank, thank you all for being here this evening and for your very warm reception. My special thanks to the scholars who appeared in the birthday video. I have two things to say about that. First off, the people to be thanked are those in the room who have provided the financial support to our organization that made these scholarships possible. So let's have a crowd for them. Secondly, they are so impressive, so intelligent, so articulate that I know many of you are thinking we hand-picked the cream of the crop. I'm telling you, they're all like that. They're all smart. They're all smart, they're dedicated, they're hardworking, and they are the leaders of their communities, of our state, and young people like them all across the country, of our nation in the future. When we support them, we make an investment in the future of our country, for ourselves, for our families, for our children, and for a better society. I thank you. I thank Sarah Burns for her very generous and heartfelt introduction. Sarah, I'm very grateful to you for your leadership of the Board of Directors of the Mitchell Institute and for the path of growth that we are currently pursuing. All of the members of our Board of Directors are volunteers, deeply dedicated to the organization and especially dedicated to the young people who we serve. And I thank them for helping us carry out the vision I had when we began this process more than a quarter century ago. So I'd like to ask all of the members of our board who are present to stand up and be recognized, and ask everyone else to join with me in thanking them for their efforts. Now, as you have heard from the scholars themselves, our wonderful staff members work very hard to support and sustain our scholars. And so I ask all the members of our staff, please, to stand, be recognized, and ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to join me in thanking them. They made it work. I want to recognize a number of leaders of our state in government and in education who are here tonight. And I'm pleased to begin with the genuine leader of our state, our great governor, Janet Mills. Now, you saw on the video Henry Beck. I've known Henry since he was a little kid in Waterville, and he's done terrific. He's now the state treasurer, so he gets 2 bites at the apple on the video and here tonight. Henry, please stand up and drive a round of applause. Where he is, over there. Represented Jared Golden and his wife, Isabel, who herself was a Mitchell Scholar, planned to attend tonight, but they were detained in Washington by some very challenging events that are taking place there. Please join me in thanking Representative Golden and his wife. One of the least challenging aspects of getting this whole effort going and making it succeed has been the reactions of all of the colleges and universities of Maine. And I can put it in 3 words: they're all great. And they really have cooperated, done a wonderful job in educating our young people far beyond our scholars, including many more. 3 of them are here. I'd like to introduce them. I'd ask you to hold your applause until they're all standing. Robert Clark of Husson University, Joan Farini Mundy, the University of Maine, and James Herbert, the University of New England. Please rise and join me in thanking them. I want to especially thank Brianna and Jean Danielle. They truly are representative of the 3,600 scholars who are making all of us and all of Maine proud. Thank you, Brianna and Jean Danielle. There are young people from every part of Maine who face uphill battles on their effort to attend college. Not only financial hurdles, but the challenges that students face when they are the first in their families to attend college, or when English is not their first language. Our program levels the playing field for these students, providing the financial and the social resources they need to graduate from college and unlock their full potential. As you have heard, to date, we've provided more than $24 million in financial support to 3,600 young Maine people. But more than that, we have helped them gain the confidence they need to succeed. We hear over and over again from our students that they need more than a scholarship to find their way through college. We respond to that need by helping students connect with each other, with their institutions of learning, with potential careers and mentors, with a community of people, including this community right here in this room, but reaching further and further beyond every single day. We are not just cheering them on, we're working hard to help them succeed. Especially for students who come from economically disadvantaged or first-generation college households, as I did. It's affirming to get the honor and recognition of receiving a scholarship, to know that somebody, somewhere, has seen the potential within you, which at that age you often do not and cannot see yourself. And that, coupled with the support that comes from a mentor, a group, an institution that has your interest at heart, can be transformative for a young, insecure person. Thousands of our scholars have graduated from college and are now strengthening Maine's workforce and communities through their ambition, their success, their leadership. The future of our program, the future of our young people, the future of our state sits here tonight, not just in the person of these individuals, but those who will follow them. Many, many others just like them. And having all of you here is important, so you can meet them, you can hear their stories, you can be inspired, just as I am every time I get a chance to talk with them. I cannot describe to you the satisfaction and joy I feel when almost every week I get a letter or 2 from someone who's gone through our program and is now, just this week, a professor at an internationally highly regarded university. Or another, a couple of weeks ago, who was the chief executive of a very large public affairs agency in our country, and of others who are nurses and doctors and business people and entrepreneurs all across our state. By meeting them tonight, you are expanding their networks, bringing them that much closer to their goals and the satisfaction of their dreams. I hope that you will continue to be invested in these young people's lives and help us to steer them in fulfilling their directions, their educations, their careers. If it were not for people just like you who helped me many years ago early in my life, I would not be standing here tonight. I would never have been a United States Senator or any other public official. But at the age of 16, insecure, uncertain, my family with no financial resources, I was helped by others who had no interest other than helping a young man in whom they saw promise when he did not. And as a result, I have felt compelled to do as much as I can for as many of these students as possible. In their eyes and in their voices, I hear and see echoes of myself at their age. We are very proud of the success of our 3,600 scholars. We need your help to support the next 3,600, and they're going to be just as talented. Please consider financially supporting these scholars tonight and into the future. Maine needs these students, and they need our help. Before I conclude, I have a few more thank yous to make. As regular attendants of this event will recall, a special part of the evening is announcing the Pioneer Scholars, and you saw them on the screen earlier. We announced specially each new Pioneer Scholar, and one of them, which was on the list, is new this year. The Pioneer Program is a partnership between generous financial supporters and our Scholarship Institute. It provides the opportunity to identify specific scholars and alumni who, through their contributions and their demonstration of their qualities as students and citizens, stand out for recognition. And we establish Pioneers in recognition of those who have supported our program with gifts of $250,000 or more. This program is incredibly important to our continuing efforts in behalf of the young people of Maine, and I cannot describe the depth of my gratitude to those who have been able and have done so. Tonight, we announced one new pioneer, and it's a bit of pride for me because it was established by my nephew, Bill Mitchell, and his wife, Vicki. They've been involved with the program from the very beginning, and they have been an important resource for many of our scholars. They are passionate about the importance of the resources and the programming we offer to students. The Bill and Vicki Mitchell Pioneer Award is in honor of my brother and sister-in-law, Paul and Yvette Mitchell. Bill was very close to his parents. They worked together, they traveled together. They were not only father, mother, and son, but friends. And like Bill, I benefited greatly from his father's wisdom. It was my older brother Paul who first supported and then insisted that I go to law school and try to make a career in the law. He changed my life, and we hope that Bill and Vicki, with this gift, will change the life of some other young Maine student. Bill and Vicki, please stand and accept our thanks. Yeah. Thank you. I want to digress a moment to respond to a question that I'm asked almost daily, sometimes several times a day, and wherever I go, and I've been asked it a couple of times today. The people of our country are challenged, disturbed, and concerned about the challenges we face. Among many, there is a widespread mood of pessimism bordering on despair. And I want to offer tonight a brief but sincere alternative to that position. We are fortunate to be Americans, despite as with all human beings and all human institutions, we have made mistakes as a nation. But what is unique about our country is the willingness to acknowledge error, to confront it, to correct it, through open public debate, sometimes difficult, very painful. The challenges remain. This is not new. Our country has been through many terrible and difficult ordeals, through which we have sometimes faltered, but through which we have always gotten and been better, bigger, stronger as a result. I believe we're going to meet the challenges that we face, many as they are, difficult and complex as they are, because I believe in the basic goodness of the American people and the American system of governance. Difficult, complicated, sometimes harsh, but nonetheless, it is the beacon of democracy, not just in the world, but in all of human history. And I think we can meet those challenges in the future. I think the greatest challenge is the same challenge that has existed since the day on which this country was created. There's much disagreement among Americans, but I believe virtually all of Americans agree that what we stand for in this country is freedom and opportunity. The opportunity for every single member of our society to go as high and as far as their talent, their willingness to work, their willingness to take risks will carry them. That's what we believe in. That's our ideal. But we also must agree that sadly, the reality is not yet at that level. The challenge is to see that every American child, whatever their background, whatever their circumstances, has good health care, good education, the chance to acquire skills and to exploit those skills and to go as high and as far as they can. That's not the case now. And so our challenge is not difficult to define, but very difficult to achieve. It is to raise our actions to the level of our aspirations. And just like we will never succeed in helping every child in Maine who needs help going through college, we will never attain the goal of making certain that in a nation of 330 million people, every single one has a fair chance. But if we spend our lives working toward that goal, think about all the good that we can do. So let's... So I want to close with just a brief personal comment. Over the past 25 years, this event has meant a lot to me and, of course, a great deal to our program. In every previous year that I attended, I was able to spend a lot of time mingling with all of you, renewing old acquaintances, making new ones, taking a lot of selfies. Unfortunately, and I apologize for it, I cannot do that this evening. As most of you know, I've been diagnosed with acute leukemia, and I've received long and intensive chemotherapy to combat the cancer. Unfortunately, at the same time, my immune system has been badly compromised. So on doctor's orders, whenever possible, I must avoid close contact with large numbers of people to protect against COVID or other forms of infection. And believe me, I miss seeing you more than you miss seeing me. And I know you'll understand. I thank you all very much for your courtesy, for your help, for your warmth and generosity to our scholars, to me, and to my family, and let's keep it going. And now is the most important moment of the evening. John Danielle will come back and tell you who's going to Italy or Vietnam. Thank you very much.